Hello everybody, my name is Nintendo Cross over here, and today I'm going to discuss something that I just had to get off my chest. I'm going to talk about Class of 3000. Not a lot of background behind the show, but it was made by Andre 3000, a musician, and he made this cartoon called Class of 3000, which was a cartoon released on Cartoon Network in about 2006, and apparently when I looked on YouTube to see if there was any videos of people saying that they missed the show, there was none. Like nothing to give a show a proper funeral. Just a bunch of music videos with pictures. That's all. And I just have to say it's a big shame to see this show down. Now I'm gonna give you some details behind like the show, like the idea and the stuff. It was like a show where a music teacher who was once a famous singer, he comes to a school called the Wesley School of Performing Arts, and Andre 3000, a musician, takes the name as Sonny Bridges. And since that school has a very low budget, they cannot afford a music teacher. So he indeed works for kids who really are interested in music. And the thing I like about all the kids is they're all different kinds of cultures and personalities. Like I can explain all the characters now. Now, unfortunately, I do not have pictures of the characters because when I looked at Google, it seems that a lot of pictures were gone of the original characters. So instead, I'll just get descriptions. First, there's Little D. He's like the leader of the gang. He is just like basically the main leader. He plays the drums and stuff. That's all you need to know. There's Eddie. He plays the clarinet, and he's very good at it. And he's like basically a rich kid, and he goes from being snotty into like a real team player. That's the thing I like about him. Then there's Madison, the violin. She's the kookiest one of the bunch, and she's definitely one to be loved. And yeah, I did actually like her personality. And then there's the twins, Kim and Cam. They're like, well, I don't want to get racist, but they're kind of like Asians, but they're like twin brother and sister. And all their other twins, they have different personalities, which I really like about them. And then there's Philly Phil. He is basically like the nerd. And sorry if I don't have pictures. Like when I looked at Google for pictures of these guys, they were removed. I don't know why. Anyway, Philly Phil, he's the nerd and the bass player. He's probably my favorite one out of the whole group, and he's just like so nerdy that you love him. And finally, one more character. And finally, there is Tamika, who is like the bad girl, basically, all attitude. The thing I really like about all these students and the teachers are, like, they're all different blended cultures and personalities, with all these different great characters clunched into one class, who make the show funny from what it's like. And honestly, on the top of my head, I can't think of all the moments that I remembered. But there definitely was a few that I really, really enjoyed. Like that one time, canned ham, the worst substance on earth. Ah, that was a good one. And then another episode, I think there was like, Eddie says, I think I'm lucky that I have 10 fingers left. And then Philly Phil goes up to him and says, you have 10 fingers, and then looks at his hands. And Philly Phil only has 8. And that's just like using cartoon glitch humor right there. Uh, but yeah, this show had its very great episodes. I loved every single one. I watched every episode more than once. And every episode at least contains one song. And let's take a look at some of these episodes here. Okay, let's see here. just to refresh my mind. Now, I really like the show, even though that the new new episode, like new episode making, was like fairly slow. But the show really kind of made up for that by trying to update quickly. And the show episodes actually had a lot of great replay value, in my opinion. And to me, for the past couple of years, I've always been wondering, why did the show officially close down? I mean, everything was going good for it, and there was like different like causes of why people would think the show would end. First, like one of my friends was saying, maybe the show wasn't popular. Maybe it didn't get enough views, so they just decided to end it. Number two, Andre 3000 just wasn't really motivated to do the show anymore, and I guess he closed it down. Or number three, like from what my friends said, they said that, maybe the songs really were copyrighted and were forced to shut down. Personally, I think these are all good reasons, but I heard none of them are actually fully correct. In fact, I'm not 100% sure, but unfortunately Wikipedia is my only main info to know about the show. And it says that some man named Timothy McGee, I know, really stupid name, huh? But no one wrote an article about him for suing Andre. And he says he proposed an idea for Cartoon Network in 1997. Alright. Well, that was really kind of stupid about that. I'm really surprised. The guy gave Cartoon Network an idea for a show, which was in 1997. Then, about 10 years later, he sues the show because he cannot get over having his idea declined. And I'm not sure like what his episodes would look like, because he never aired a show. But I think Andre would have, kicked him in the hiney. Not because he's black, but just because he just made a better show. And I'm really sad the show's closed down because it got sued. And since like a sued show, that means the main network that got sued also tries to cut all of its ties with it. Like, one day, I spent 2 hours on Google trying to find a way where I can watch Class of 3000 episodes, besides using iTunes. Because my computer, let's just say, it doesn't like iTunes one bit. I'll just leave it at that. When I tried to look everywhere, it was gone. There's no DVDs either. I mean, sure, I think there's like some DVDs out there, but not a lot. And I would like to get my hands on one. How about you guys? And this show, it had a lot going on for it. I mean, it's probably one of the best educational cartoon that's still fun. Not only did it teach children music in a way that was so entertaining, it did it in so many different arts and styles that really just were original and could have helped kids head off music careers. And sure, you could teach a kid like math, science, history, but you never like help them with their soul or their opinions and their freedom. You could teach them all that stuff, but in the end, they won't really have a personality if you don't let them have some music. Now, I remember one time in 2007 that during my class, when a teacher, like he had, like this was like in music class, like something was wrong with the guitars we were playing, and this was in 2007. He had a TV in his classroom, and then Class of 3000 was on, and he allowed us to watch it for the whole hour, and that was so fun because I got to watch a couple episodes of Class of 3000, and he was an awesome music teacher. He was a middle school one, and he recently retired because, like I said, he's like 62-ish now. Such a shame. He was a good teacher, and he would like sometimes allow us to watch Class of 3000 in his class with his TV when he wasn't caught. And I remember watching A Rich Shade of Blues and Banana Zoo. All the episodes were great. All the characters were great. I had no problem with them. And the show could have even changed the world that our kids live in. Because, like, even the old cartoons, think about it. Don't they rip off one another? And I mean one of another. They just mainly consist of people acting retarded. Don't even get me started on Flapjack. Although I respect anyone's opinions on shows that they watch, all cartoons like that are just unappealing to me to watch. Just to be completely stupid. There's Flapjack, SpongeBob, The Mighty Bee, Fanboy and Chum Chum. All those shows, I really hate them. Like, they bring stupidity to a new low. I mean, come on. I mean, and this show was like was trying to be different from any other cartoon I saw. This cartoon was just like, it made life even better back then. I got more into music, and Andre helped change my views. And this has been a proper funeral for Class of 3000. A show that will always get my respect. If anyone knows where you can get any free episodes online, besides trying to get episodes on iTunes, please feel free to leave a video response or a comment. Even a link to where you can get free episodes at would be so appreciated. I would indeed subscribe to you, and you would have my respect. And that's another thing. You cannot find any episodes online, and even like on YouTube, like they were all getting rid of. I guess Timothy McGee or whoever sued the show just thought it wasn't good enough for it to get off Cartoon Network and wanted to stop all sites from even showing clips or episodes that he can control. Luckily, he couldn't get into iTunes, but I cannot look in Google for episodes besides just telling you what the episodes were about. I'm like, Google, you bitch. I came on looking for Class of 3000 / episodes for episodes, not bullcrap. And don't make me use a credit card to sign up for watching free episodes. I am not doing that. I am not doing that. Why do you need a credit card to watch cartoons? That's bullshit. Oh well. It's kind of a pain. It's kind of hurtful to talk about old memories, but at least it's nice that I got this off my chest. And sorry for no Let's Play videos today. I felt like this was more important, and I wonder how many views this might get. Well, this has been my proper Class of 3000 funeral. It was a great show, and it just could have made like at least 100 episodes if it could. Andre 3000, I want to see you make some other good cartoons like this one, with no assholes suing it. And I pray someday this show I can see the episodes all over again. And that's about it. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this whole 15-minute video. Share your thoughts about this show in the comments, or even make a video response, because I just had to let this off my chest. Well, that's all the time I have.